The day my family showed their true colors. My parents didn't even come to my wedding. They said they were too busy, but I later learned the truth and they just didn't care. When my sister Madison got engaged a year later, everything changed. Suddenly, they were the most supportive parents in the world. They threw her a huge engagement party, showered her with gifts, and acted like she was royalty. Meanwhile, my wedding, they barely acknowledged it. The difference between how they treated us, it broke something inside me. You see, my relationship with Madison has always been complicated. Growing up, she was the golden child, beautiful, confident, adored by everyone. And me, I was the quiet one, the afterthought. If Madison wanted something, she got it. If I wanted something, I was told to be happy for her. Still, I loved her. I always tried to be the good sister. When she needed help with homework, I stayed up late tutoring her. When she got dumped, I held her while she cried. And when she got engaged, I was genuinely happy for her, even though she barely congratulated me when it was my turn. But what happened next shattered everything. My husband and I had been together for 3 years before we got married. We'd built a life together, even if it wasn't fancy. We didn't have a huge house or flashy cars, but we were happy. Until Madison started poking around. At first, she'd joke about my husband's job, saying things like, "Oh, so he's still doing that?" Or, "That's cute, but when's he going to get a real career?" I ignored it. That's what you do when you're used to being the one who keeps the peace. But then I noticed her getting a little too friendly with him, complimenting him at family dinners, sending him funny memes, laughing a little too hard at his jokes, and it made me uncomfortable. But again, I brushed it off. I didn't want to be the jealous sister. Then one night, at a family BBQ, it happened. I walked out onto the patio and saw Madison touching his arm, whispering something that made him blush. When she noticed me, she smirked. That smirk said everything. I didn't say a word that night, but my husband noticed my silence on the drive home. He swore nothing happened, said she was just being playful. I wanted to believe him. I did believe him. Until the messages started. It began innocently. Madison sent me a screenshot by accident. A text from my husband asking what time the BBQ started. Except the message thread showed more than that. Flirty emojis, inside jokes, compliments. When I confronted her, she acted innocent. "Oh my God, you're overreacting. We're just friends." Then she had the audacity to tell me, maybe if you weren't so insecure, you wouldn't see things that aren't there. That was the moment I knew. She wanted to ruin me. Over the next few months, she kept pushing. Little digs at my marriage, subtle comments to my parents. I think she's struggling, but she won't admit it. She was poisoning everyone against me, and it worked. My parents started calling her to check on me instead of talking to me directly. Then came her wedding, or should I say, the event of the decade. Every relative flew in. There was a live band, a 5-course dinner, fireworks. My parents spent tens of thousands of dollars. I sat there smiling through tears, watching them celebrate her like she was a princess. Not once did anyone mention that they didn't even come to mine. But karma has perfect timing. A few months after her wedding, I got a call from her husband. He sounded broken. He told me Madison had cheated on him with his best friend. When I confronted her, she tried to twist it again. "It's not what it looks like," she said. But this time, even my parents couldn't defend her. The truth came out. Messages, photos, even voice notes. Her perfect little world crumbled overnight. And you know what's ironic? The same people who ignored me, doubted me, and treated me like the failure came crawling back. My parents apologized, said they didn't realize how much I went through. Madison begged me to talk to her, to please not hate her, but I was done. I spent my whole life trying to earn love from people who only valued me when they could use me. Now, I finally saw them for who they were. I told my parents I forgave them, but things would never be the same. And Madison? I wished her healing, but from a distance, because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. A year later, she finalized her divorce. My husband and I, on the other hand, were stronger than ever. He'd stood by me through it all. Every rumor, every manipulation. He told me, "Your family doesn't define your worth. You do." And he was right. So here's what I learned. Sometimes life doesn't punish people right away, but it never forgets. You don't need revenge. You just need patience. Because eventually the truth always exposes the ones who pretend too well. And the ones who underestimated you, they end up watching you rise from the mess they tried to bury you in.